Alright, let's go ahead and talk about two of the most annoying things that can happen in a movie theater: people using their cell phones and people that talk during movies. Some people only do one of those two things, while others have a master's degree in the art of sucking and they do both. First, let's talk about using your cell phone in the middle of a dark movie theater. Although a cell phone screen is small, it really stands out in the middle of a dark theater. I mean, just think about it this way. The light coming out of your cell phone is similar to the stinky spray coming out of a skunk. So people using their cell phones in the middle of a movie are basically cell phone skunks. A movie theater is supposed to be an escape where the lights go out. You have the big screen and awesome surround sound that enables you to lose yourself in the story. But if you have someone sitting next to you or in front of you checking their social media messages with their phone all lit up, it takes you out of that immersive experience. And of course, you have those that justify using their cell phone in movie theaters by saying it's okay because they turn their phone's brightness down. Well, you still suck. By turning down the level of brightness on your phone, you essentially just turn down your level of suck compared to someone with full brightness and a full suck rating, but you still suck. It's crazy how some people are so obsessed and addicted to their phone that they can't sit through a movie in a theater without French kissing their phone. These people are glued to their phone at home, and for them, going to the movies is basically being glued to their phone in a different setting. Or if the day is nice outside, they'll be like, "Oh, it's such a nice day outside. Instead of browsing my phone indoors, I'm going to browse my phone outdoors." Then they go and tell their friends that they spent the day outside getting some fresh air. I don't know if you heard about this, but when the movie Wicked recently came out, many people were taking pictures or short videos during the opening credits, and some took pictures and video during the actual movie. Why, you ask? Well, so they could post it on social media so all their friends and followers could see that they watched Wicked during opening weekend. And obviously many of these posts that were set to public were criticized, but the cell phone skunks that posted those videos dismissed the criticism by saying things like,
"Chill, LMAO, it's not that deep. Y'all are insufferable, OMG. I'll do whatever I want, thanks."
See, these types of replies are a major problem because it seems like these cell phone skunks can't even be shamed into being considerate of others while inside a movie theater, because they don't think that they're doing anything wrong. So we can only hope that some of them will see the light. But when you have someone that's addicted to their phone and social media, they're constantly looking for things to post, so that way they can show everyone how cool they are. Their desire to post cool things is stronger than any ounce of consideration that they may have for other people. Their addiction to their phone and social media will always win. They have to constantly be scrolling to see what everyone else is doing, and if they post something at the start of the movie telling everybody that they're at the movie, then they're constantly checking their phone to see if anyone liked or commented on their post. So their goal is not to see the movie, their goal is to be seen at the movie during opening weekend. Because it's all about looking cool for your friends and followers. So let me tell you this, if you're a cell phone skunk that uses your cell phone while a movie is playing at a movie theater, I just want to properly and respectfully let you know that you suck. And then you have people that talk during the movie. And in case someone needs it spelled out for them, I'm talking about having literal conversations. Obviously, people are gonna laugh, people are gonna cry, and people are gonna make sounds if they get scared. And that's different than someone literally talking throughout the movie like they're in their living room watching a movie with only their friends and nobody else. And listen, I think we've all had movie nights with friends in somebody's living room where we joke around during the movie, and that's cool. And some of these people understand that while it's okay to do that with your friends when it's just your group in your house, it's not acceptable behavior when you're in a movie theater in public with a bunch of strangers. People bought tickets to watch the movie, not to hear Beavis and Butthead sitting one row in front of them talking non-stop during the movie. And when it comes to people that won't shut up during the movie, this includes every scenario, from people that are constantly talking to their friends, making jokes as if they're in their living room, to people asking questions about who they think the killer might be, or sharing their theory about what they think is going to happen at the end of the movie. So if you're one of these people, let me tell you something. It doesn't matter what you have to say. As soon as you catch yourself starting to talk, immediately smack yourself to remind you to shut up. But seriously, these people are like cockroaches. You can't fully get rid of them and they seem to keep multiplying. So I will refer to them as talking cockroaches going forward. These people will openly defend talking during movies at the theater. For example, there's this one singer named Zara Larsson who said the following in 2023.
If you don't want to hear people talking during a movie, you shouldn't go to the cinema, because isn't the whole point of watching something with other people in the same room to, like, experience it together and laugh and scream and have full-on analysis about the characters? Isn't that why you're watching it?
Okay, like I said before, obviously people are gonna laugh, people are gonna cry, and they're gonna scream during a jump scare, and that's normal. And that's different than the main point she's making. She really said, have a full-on analysis about the characters while you're at the movie theater and the movie is playing. And she said, if you don't want to hear that, then you shouldn't go to the movie theater. That's right, you are the problem for paying money to watch a movie in theaters, only to have a blabbermouth talking non-stop, offering her so-called analysis during the movie. So remember that you are the problem for wanting to watch the movie peacefully. And see, she fits the example I mentioned earlier. People that have movie nights at home with friends where they joke and talk throughout the movie, and they're not able to see the difference between that and being with your group of friends in a movie theater with a bunch of strangers that paid money to be there to watch the movie and not to hear you and your friends act like bootleg movie critics. But she didn't stop there. She doubled down. She said,
if you want to sit in silence like a stone, just go home. Yeah, sorry, I'm that person. Take me to jail. I'm gonna be disrespectful every time. I will say things during the movie. I will say a lot of things during the movie.
so see, that's what we're dealing with. Many of these talking cockroaches are disrespectful, they know it, and they have no problem being disrespectful. Obviously, there were a lot of comments from people that criticized her. Here are some of the comments.
I'm not paying to hear what other people think in real time. I have a feeling she also approves of people being on their phones during the movie as well. I'm not paying to hear you talk. Or you can have your analysis at home. Girl, I want to watch a movie. Leave me alone.
So unfortunately, like she herself said, she's gonna be disrespectful every time. And to me, that makes it worse. Literally admitting you're being disrespectful and saying you will continue to be that way. So to these talking cockroaches, all I have to say is you suck, and hopefully one day you can recover from your suckiness. And although there were so many comments criticizing her disrespectfulness, you did have a few cockroaches crawl out of their crevices to agree with their fellow talking cockroach. One person said,
Me too, I'm a talker.
and as you can imagine, people immediately replied to this cockroach. Here's what people said.
And you're annoying for that. At the cinema, it says on the screen, be quiet. If you want to talk, watch it at home. Then you can talk how much you want. Don't ever go to the cinema again. This take is crazy, because who goes to the cinema to hear you talk?
The disrespectful talking cockroach actually replied with a well thought out and insightful response. And obviously I'm just kidding, this is a cockroach we're talking about. They only gave a one-word reply.
No.
So what can be done about the cell phone skunks and the talking cockroaches? I know there are some theaters that actually enforce the no talking policy like Alamo Drafthouse, but unfortunately most major theater chains don't truly enforce the policies. Also, if you're there to watch a movie and you have a talking cockroach or a cell phone skunk in front of you, you have to either suffer through it during the entire movie, say something to them hoping they'll stop, or miss part of the movie getting up to report it to a theater employee. Either way, your movie-going experience was damaged or ruined for that movie. And of course, you can also walk out and ask for a refund. You'll probably get the refund, but now you had a bad experience and you're gonna have to make time again some other day to watch the movie and keep your fingers crossed that the experience is a better one. Personally, I love going to the movies. I love the experience of the big screen, the surround sound, and the entire cinematic experience. I've had so many great times at the movies, and that's why I still go back. Unfortunately, just like some lakes are infested by mosquitoes, movie theaters are now infested by cell phone skunks and talking cockroaches. But just like when you find a spot at the lake without mosquitoes is pure perfection, so is going to the movies and watching a great movie without any cell phone skunks or talking cockroaches in sight. Those moments make it all worth it. Alright, thanks for watching this video. Let me know in the comments if you've had any experiences with talking cockroaches or cell phone skunks. Let me know what you think about this situation in general. Also, if you like my take on the situation, please give the video a like, and we'll see you next time.